Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the ho-ho holidays, and today, I thought we'd go out with a flop, Home Alone 3. Now, we've all seen Home Alone 1 and 2. If you haven't, you're living under a rock, or you hate blonde kids, or Macaulay Culkin. Those movies are Christmas classics, with good characters, an original story, and creative traps. Well, Home Alone 1 has an original story. Sure, Home Alone 2, the second one, obviously, because it's 2, is just a reskin, but who cares? We love it all the same. Home Alone 3, though, well, let's just find out. We start out in Hong Kong, off to a good start, because Home Alone 1 and 2 are totally grounded in reality. It starts with a family the night before a flight, and Home Alone 3? Spies in Hong Kong. Naturally. The spies are working for this evil government seeking for a chip for evil purposes. And the guy in charge, an evil Asian businessman. Typical, because for some reason, whenever an Asian businessman is in a movie, he always seems to be evil. Like, I don't understand it. I guess Asian people are just generally intimidating and evil. Was that racist? I'm not racist. My best friend's Asian. Anyway, the spies get the chip and put it into a toy car. Then they lose the car to an old lady. And honestly, the idea wasn't bad. It was just so horribly executed. Especially for these world-class spies that are on the FBI's wanted list. Like, they have attention from America. Also, one of the spies is so obviously gonna be the dumb one. Like, he's kind of like a great value Marv. You can already tell, just like from his first scene.
When I was in the John, I didn't see anything in there.
The spies figure out their package is going to Chicago, and so are they. Is Chicago again? Like, why? It's not like any of the characters are the same or relate to each other in any way. And is Chicago the only place that gets snow? Or crime? Also, it's 1997. There's no way a stupid-ass hand cam is catching a clear picture like that. Like, never mind from that distance. Like, what the hell? I call BS, honestly.
You had a fare from the airport around 1620 hours, January 8th.
And it was at this point that I found out this technically isn't a Christmas movie. But alas, I've already committed to the review. It's the curse that I'm forced to bear. So we must push on. We finally, 8 minutes into the movie, meet the main kid, Alex, who I actually thought was just Kevin recasted when I first watched this movie, but no, his name is Alex, and he's not very good at acting. And for some reason, this old lady is just being a complete dick to him after he just shoveled her entire driveway by himself. He's like 7, ungrateful ass. As payment though, she gives him this toy car from earlier, and we get a foreshadow of how good this kid is with contraptions. And get previews of his family. Traveling dad, definitely cheating. Hardworking mom, this Buzz knockoff, and Scarjo. Not gonna lie though, Alex is kind of a dick too, just like the rest of his family.
Alex, I'm on with The Office. So I think that I'm really sorry, Bruce.
Actually, everyone in this movie is kind of just a bad person, apparently. Anyway, Alex gets the chicken pox and screams.
Yeah, I gotta go. My kid slammed the toilet seat on this thing again. I'll call you back.
Okay, he's a minor. This is a little inappropriate, but like, speaking from my perspective, you gotta be pretty hung to be shutting the toilet seat on your nads like that. Like, come on. I mean, maybe not from his height, but from my height, you know what, whatever. The spies buy a house in the neighborhood, and I don't understand this disguise. Not many people follow the FBI's wanted list. They also steal a dog, which literally serves no purpose, like, that benefits them. It's kind of just like they steal a dog just to steal a dog. Anyway, while at home, this Charlie guy, who, guess what, is a dick, forces the mom to go into work, leaving Alex, who's sick with the chicken pox, home alone. 3. She also jinxes everything right before she leaves.
What about crooks?
I don't think that's a problem during the day, honey.
Bitch. You did it. Stupid bitch doesn't even know.
Now, we're gonna just kind of go through a chunk of this movie, because the same thing just happens twice. And it's the fact that Alex sees the spies in other people's homes and calls the cops. Both times they get away without a trace, and he gets in trouble for calling the cops without a reason. And somehow, some way, this kid sits down and in less than a minute just figures out that they're looking for something in all the houses. That's why they're never hitting the same house twice. This kid's 7 and figures out that entire thing. Also, when he calls the police, he just knows his neighbor's address. Like, I don't know my neighbor's addresses. I don't know if that makes me a bad neighbor, but like, do you guys? Do you guys know your neighbors? Am I just dumb? The next day, Alex decides to take matters into his own hands, because the Popo never have citizens back. Fuck 12. And he uses his car and a camera to spy on the spies. However, this carpet trick is stupid and would not work in real life. That's all. So the spies, they spot the car, obviously, leading to a chase. It causes a group of highly trained adult spies to just not catch an RC car. Instead, they bonk heads and hit each other with cars. Brilliant. I'd like to once again say, and I cannot stress this enough, these are some of the FBI's most wanted spies, and they are slower than an RC car. Not even a car, it's a monster truck. Like, you can't catch up to it? What's wrong with you? Did you not stretch? And what the hell kind of car are these people making? Is this Hasbro? I mean, that's a 10-foot jump at least. Whack. Anyway, yet again, this 7-year-old boy just wonders why they're chasing the camera on top of a car, and finds out about the chip and reports it to the Air Force, who report it to the FBI. Then we get a speech by Alex, and for some reason it kinda bothers me. I don't know if it's his voice or the way he delivers it, but I kinda just like want him to die. And the spies, or rather the lady spy, realizes that they're just being outsmarted by a child, and then they're told if they fail, they will be killed. So there's that in this kids movie. I don't really know why they had to make that a point, but it is now. The next day, we get a setup montage with some sick-ass 90s music. And I'm not even gonna lie, I actually kind of like the clip. It's not that bad. Music's pretty good. The lady spy shows up in a disguise, and here's when the dog finally comes in. Alex goes to grab a dog whistle, because every kid with a pet mouse and a parrot has a dog whistle. And he uses it to wrap the leash around the lady. I don't know how she doesn't feel that or notice this dog running back and forth, tugging on the leash to see the noise. Whatever. And he just drags her away. Also, Alex was damn close to sleeping his mom right here. We also get another setup montage, which was kind of unnecessary. Now, this moment where Alex says goodbye to his mom, and, you know, if you really think about it, it's kind of sad. I mean, this kid could die. He doesn't, obviously, but he could. I mean, these are, though they don't act like it, professional FBI wanted spies, and they got that thing on them, you know? He could get capped. I would. So before everything starts, I'm not really gonna go over the plot, so I just want to say the old lady gets tied up, and the House of Death just begins. Now, we all know where this is going. We've seen Home Alone 1 and 2. So instead of just going through the plot, I'm just gonna go through the traps, or some of them, and give my injury estimate. Take this as a high school student who has no medical expertise. All these are just like, if that were me, what do I think would happen? Okay, let's go. Okay, right away, these two are dead. A literal electric chair, and this fool just won't let go of his pliers or whatever. Next, this trunk might break a bone. At the very least, they get a concussion because it hits him in the face, and then they're knocked down to the ground, and I think those are bricks. So, like, what they're standing on, the platform, the porch, whatever, are bricks or stone, whatever. The dumbbell, though, that's death, no question. The sprinklers are dumb. You can just walk away. I don't know why he's like so hell-bent on turning them off. The balloon is dumb too. The dude had more than enough time to duck. The first glass pot, that's a concussion. The lawnmower is so unbelievably death, it's not even funny. The fact that this dude only walks away with a shaved head is proof that God is real, because that would be the most gruesome crime scene ever. His body would be mangled and chopped up, and the lawnmower isn't turning off until it runs out of gas, so it's going to be on him for a while, just cutting him up. Yeah. Plot number 2 is just kind of a broken nose, maybe some other face bones, whatever. The boxing glove, his balls are gone, no kids for him. The falling through the floor that happens to the lawnmower guy, his legs are gone, or he's dying. The back porch is a serious leg injury. Him falling on her is additional injury. Paralyzed if he lands on her back. The poop pipe is just so gross. And that wasn't even a trap, that was self-inflicted. The Doris trap kick thing is another set of nuts gone, no kids for him. The trampoline is frostbite. And lastly, the laundry chute is death. Personally, they spot this kid like 5 times. Like, why don't you just shoot him? You're not after the kid, you're after what he has. So you could, they've proven that they could just get away from whatever. And they're going back to Hong Kong, so it doesn't really matter. Shoot the kid and skedaddle. Over on like the other side of town, Alex's family is informed of Alex's situation and rush home. Alex finds the old lady and then is cornered by the leader spy who's got that thing on him. Only problem is, it's a toy thing, and Alex has that thing on him.
Gotcha.
Also, why'd he take the coat off the old lady? It seems like such an unnecessary evil. Anyway, Alex's fam and the feds arrive to find Alex's slaughterhouse and arrest all but one spy. And here's where we get the final trap. And it, my friends, is death. No question about it. He is literally set on fire by the fireworks. He's not living. He's dead. Then the movie ends. That's it. Like, nothing else really happens. You get really stupid ending about everyone smiling at the fucking parrot, and it's just ridiculous. And when you really think about it, like I said earlier, those spies are gonna be killed in jail. Like, that dude, that Asian businessman, is gonna hire some hitman, and like, they're gonna die. So think about that. Alex didn't really kill these guys, but he killed them. Come on. Now, this movie is obviously not Home Alone 1 or 2, but it's definitely 3. Personally, I think if it was its own original movie without Home Alone 1 or 2 existing, it wouldn't be as negatively seen, but it still wouldn't be good. It'd be original, I guess. It's like everything, and I mean everything about this movie is just extremely okay. The acting is okay. The kid kind of sucks, but whatever. The story is okay. It's not very original. The characters are okay. They're pretty much the same exact characters from Home Alone 1 and 2. It's all okay. The only thing that's pretty good are the traps, but even then, that kid's like 9. At least Macaulay Culkin's traps kind of were realistic, like the paint and the ornaments. But like this dude's setting up electric chairs. Like what? Come on now, relax. And in my opinion, the bad guys are just too much of a big deal. Like in Home Alone 1 and 2, again, of course I'm gonna compare these movies. Like why not? They're just regular burglars. These people are just straight up spies. Like, I can understand regular burglars being idiots. I mean, you don't become a burglar because your life is going super well and you're a genius. But these guys are top-notch spies getting paid top dollar by evil Asian businessmen. And they can't defeat a 7-year-old child when they got that thing on them? I don't buy it. Movie's a 5 out of 10. It's meh. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a happy holidays. I'll be back, I don't know, in a week? New Year's? Who knows? But it won't be Christmas related. Bye!